What's up? I'm editing a YouTube video right now and I figure why not bring you along for the ride. Hey, it's John Bear, so happy to see your beautiful face, and in this video I'm just gonna edit a YouTube video from start to finish. I'm gonna let you in on all my little secrets. A crash course of making a YouTube video. Just like that, bada bing bada boom, the fastest way, the way that you can make a YouTube video fast and consistently with good quality. Does that sound good? Well, alright. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm John Bear and I make videos about how to make videos. So if that's something for you, then hit that subscribe button. And also hit that bell because, you know, that's like a virtual high five. So for this video, I'm just gonna go through every single little step. So even if you're a complete beginner, you're not gonna get lost. So opening up Premiere Pro here, you click on New Project. Bam. Going here to the name, just type in whatever you want. John Bear Makes YouTube. If you're using an NVIDIA graphics card, you can probably hit the renderer to be GPU acceleration, which is I do recommend. But don't worry, you can change that later. Click OK. Alright, so when you're looking at the first screen of Premiere Pro, what I suggest for you is to go into the top here and you can see all these different tabs. The one that I work in 90% of the time is assembly. Yeah, click on assembly basically. Look at that. Beautiful. So you have 3 windows. It simplifies your workflow considerably. So in this window here to the left, this is where you import all your footage. So this will become your file structure. To import files is quite simple. You can just drag and drop your files into this window right here. Once you've imported all your files, here's what I like to do. Now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff that makes my editing workflow faster than most other people that I've seen. You're not gonna start a new sequence. What you're gonna do is you're gonna open up every single file that you've just imported and you're gonna select an in and out point for every single file. So for example, look at this clip right here. I have a dog, Luke, his name is. You can see the in and out point right here. I only selected this first part where he's actually like running up the stairs. All of this other stuff, I just know I'm not gonna use it, so I cut it away straight away. By jumping into doing these in and out points straight away, you don't have to try to figure out how the edit is gonna look. You're just jumping into your editing software and you just start taking out all the stuff that you're not gonna use, that you know you will never use. It's such an effective method that it basically demolishes any sort of creative blocks that you might have, because this is just handiwork. It's not a very creative process. You're just going through and eliminating stuff that you're not gonna use. So for example, here I have a clip. I did an in and out point for just this part here, because apparently I'm saying something that I want to keep inside the footage right here. And I know that the rest of it is just, you can get rid of it. This method gives you an effective way to just start carving out your video straight away when you jump into the software. And while you're doing it, your brain will start to formulate what the edit will look like. So now I'm going to play you a fast forward of me just doing this for every single clip, in and out points, and I'll meet you after we've seen it. Alright, welcome back. Now, look at the sequence down here. So what I did after doing the in and out point for every single clip and then deleting clips that I didn't use is I can just highlight them all and then add them to my sequence. I basically have the video already made right here. I'm scrubbing through it right now. This is basically the video. You're basically done. How amazing is that? Now we're at the part of the process where we have the skeleton of the entire video done. All you gotta do is you're gonna have to go through and watch it and figure out which parts are boring and which ones do you wanna cut, which ones you wanna keep. Just basically trimming that extra bit of fat, which is totally worth it in the end. And just a quick side disclaimer, it took me about an hour to go through every single clip and do the in and out points. Even less, I think, like 40 minutes. Actually, John, it only took you 25 minutes to edit that video, so yeah, this method is pretty fast. So this is a really fast process, because think about it, look at all these clips that I had. Like, that's an overwhelming amount of clips. You know, you'd look at that and think, wow, that's too much, and maybe you'd start procrastinating. But with this method, you know exactly what you're gonna do. You've basically fragmented the problem down into accessible little bits. And that's just a great approach for everything in life. Just take everything and figure out the smallest first step that you can do. And for me, that's what I did with my editing process, and that's how I discovered this method that I love oh so much. So scrubbing through the video here, I can see that it's like 6 minutes and 50 seconds, and it's basically a vlog. Like, it's a completely shameless vlog of just me walking around enjoying nature, and that's fine. But I think I might try to cut it down to like 5 minutes, because if I'm gonna post this, then it's gonna be a bit of a side video, I guess. So when you're at this process, I'm not gonna watch the video with you now and cut the fats. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to the next step, which is the color grading. Now, my color grading method I've outlined in an older video that I have, but currently I do it a little bit differently. I use something called the emotive color conversion workflow, which makes your Panasonic GH5 look like an Arri Alexa camera. Pretty neat. So let's just apply that straight away. What I like to do, as you can see here, I have all these sequences open. It's because I edit all my YouTube videos in the same project files. That way I can just like grab assets from my previous videos really quickly and paste them into my new timeline. And that's just another tip for you of how to edit YouTube videos even faster. So let's go in here, this one here, New Sokani. I didn't post this video actually, it's a bit of an embarrassing video. I scrapped the entire thing. Can you believe that? Look at that. All that hard work for nothing. What a shame. Anyway, so the color grade on this video is pretty awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. So Control copy, and then I go back to this one. Make sure you see here down here by the timeline, the V blah blah, the V blah blah. Highlight the track that you want, and then you can paste it, and it's not going to overwrite the tracks below. So now, so you can see here what an awkward frame of my face. That grade looks pretty damn good. If I toggle it off, you can see how the log profile looks. Now put it on. That's beautiful. This is the Arri Alexa look. And I can be pretty confident that it's gonna look pretty smashing throughout the whole video. You could fine-tune some clips, but I think with like a vlog like this, it's enough to just click through and then toggle it on and off. So like, for example, look at this beautiful nature shot. The water is very blue, everything. Toggle off, on. I mean, it looks pretty damn good. So for vlogs, don't worry about color grading too much, honestly. A quick sort of paste jobs like this usually gets the job done, especially if you're filming in a log profile. Otherwise, I would just recommend you to film in a natural profile and then just don't do any color grading at all, which is what I've done in a lot of my past videos as well. So this might be a bit of an advanced step for some of you beginning, but that's how I do it. So might as well share it, because that's what this video is all about. I'm sharing my process from start to finish. So there it is. Enjoy. So let's take a look at all the steps that we've done. We've started a new project. We've imported our files. We did the in and out points of every single video file. Then we created a new sequence with all the files. And then we just went in, did the final touches, maybe add some text, some graphics, some memes if you want. Then finally slap a color grade on, and then you're good to go. This is also the part of the process where I would put an intro and an outro, but I'm gonna skip that for now. Control M. And that brings up our export window. Now here are a few things that I like to do. I made a video specifically about this actually, but might as well cover it again right here. So one of the ways I make my videos look super crisp is to always select YouTube 4K Ultra. Ooh. It does a lot of the automatic stuff that I don't want to get into. And then you can see here that I have a bit of black bars because I prefer a different aspect ratio than the 16:9. I prefer 2:1. Like that. So you change that, you remove the black bars. So why do I do this? Well, I get a bit of a wider image, but also if people are viewing my videos on a mobile phone, then it will fill up the mobile screen completely, which is just epic. After you've fixed the aspect ratio, I scroll down and go to VBR and I check VBR to pass, and I put this one here, the second one, to 50. Now this might be an unnecessary step, but I do it because I believe it is worth it. However, it will delay your render times a lot. So if your computer is not capable, then just keep it at VBR1. It's usually fine. And then down here, check use maximum render quality. And then you're good to go. You hit export, bam. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I edit super fast in Premiere Pro. And I use this method for my vlogs and my travel films. But if I'm making a YouTube video like this one here, when I'm talking to the camera, it's a little bit different. Let's just find an old video. I'll just show you. You know, Premiere Pro always saves at the wrong time. This is one of the downsides to having a huge project file with a bunch of sequences in it. Saving just takes forever. So I might have to start a new project soon. This one, I talked about the Instagram, how to make your Instagram videos great. So you can see, oh man, there's quite a lot going on here. Of course, all these adjustment layers here, these are just the color grading things that I did. There are some, like, let's see, let's try to toggle some of these on and off so you can see what they're doing. So you see my face here, my little weird face. That's a weird place. That's better. All right, I look more presentable. Let's toggle this one off. Okay, so you see this one here is just a exposure mask because the shot was a little dark, so I wanted my face to be more bright. This one here, okay, so that's the creative color grade. And let's see, what about this one? So you see how my skin changes in tone. So this one, I have selected my skin specifically. So these are really advanced color grading things. Don't be taking too many notes here, but just in case you're curious, I go to Lumetric Color, I'll show you what this one's all about. You go here to HSL secondary, and if I toggle the gray thing on and off, you can see that I've selected only my skin tone. And with that, I'm able to adjust the shadows, midtones, and highlights specifically only for my skin tones, and change the temperature as well as the tint. So these are just like the micro adjustments that make your skin look better. But like I said, this is like the 1% that makes your video like just slightly better. But if you're starting out with YouTube, I'm going way ahead here. Honestly, everything that you saw in the beginning of the video is enough for you. This is too much. But again, you know, I wanted to show everything, so I might as well put it here. So, you know, now you know the process, or at least what you're capable of. So if you are curious, I encourage you to experiment with these things, of course. And then these two bottom layers here, these are just the conversion LUTs. So if I turn them off, it really creates a crazy image. This video is basically just a talking video. So it's one long clip of me talking. And you can see here where the cuts are. When you're editing this type of video, all I do is I look at the sound here. So if I highlight the sound waves, so I look at the parts where I'm talking and then I cut everything else. I listen back to what I'm saying to make sure that I get the best take of each talking bit. And then I keep them very close together. Like, look at this. I'll cut almost immediately before I start talking. And let's get another example here. Okay, so look at this one. So I just barely finished saying. You can see here, down here, if you look at my mouse, you can see down here by the sound waves, I cut almost as soon as I finish talking, and then bam, immediately a new shot, and I start talking again. Most YouTubers do this, and you'll notice that it feels like they're talking way faster than normal people, and it makes them seem smarter. And it keeps viewer retention, so it's a very important aspect. So basically, when you're editing a YouTube talking video, just cut closely together and stitch together the talking parts that you want to keep. And then basically you're golden. Simple as that. So you can see here at the top layers, like this one here that I'm clicking on here, that's just the subscribe button right there. So that's a graphic preset plugin that I bought. Here I did some graphics as well. So we have text, we have the 1x1 square text, and we have the overlay Instagram example here. So these are the things that you can just overlay and help present the topic better. So those are the final touches. You would do that in the final stage after you've cut the bulk of your video. Anyway, I guess that's the end of this video. This is just a quick sort of behind the scenes of how I do my YouTube videos. And I think a lot of people are very curious to see how I do it, because every YouTuber does it differently. And for me, I just want to find the most efficient, fast way to get my stuff out there. And that's the way I do it. The end result looks pretty good. I'm pretty stoked about this, so maybe I'll post that video as well. I mean, I just edited it for this video here to give you an example, but I mean, it's a decent vlog, so why not post it? In case you want to see that video, then hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for it. It's just me exploring Iceland wilderness with my brother and his girlfriend and their dog, and it's quite fun. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. If you're still watching to the end, then you are awesome. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.